Captain ThirdGen YouTube channel.
Guys, in this video we're going to be doing a Panhard relocation kit for a 2001 Trans Am. The whole purpose of this kit is to allow for more exhaust clearance over the axle. This should be especially helpful for lowered cars like mine, where even my MagnaFlow exhaust is having issues in that section. So here's what we got. It's a Speed Engineering Panhard relocation kit. It comes with the new upper Panhard bar. That's just got the bend in it. This is where it gets you all the clearance. And it's got the bracket here, the bolts, the spacer, all that stuff. So let's take a look at the car here. So right now I have a BMR adjustable Panhard bar. Very nice piece. I've been happy with it. But over on that passenger side is where it gets tricky. So basically what is this going to be accomplishing is we'll go to the other side of the car. It'll be easier to see over there. Grab a light. This is what's going to be happening. So using that bracket, we are going to be taking the Panhard bar and we're going to be moving it down and taking the new upper Panhard bar and bolting it into the current hole that the Panhard bar is in. It's a lot of big words, I know, I'm sorry, but basically we're shifting this whole setup down is basically the gist of it. Because you can see right there, my MagnaFlow pipe, even with the car in the air, it's super close to that upper Panhard bar, and I think that's where I'm getting some rattles. So we're going to shift that whole setup down and see what kind of clearance that gets us. So let's undo this bolt, let's undo that bolt, let's take the old stock upper Panhard bar off, and should be a relatively straightforward install. Let's see how it goes. Guys, so we're going to take this off. This is an 18mm on the left side. The right side is a 21mm. Unfortunately, with the spring, it's really hard to get a socket in there on a ratchet, so we're going to use an adjustable crescent wrench, which I absolutely hate, but you got to do what you got to do, right? So we're going to get an adjustable crescent wrench on there, take that bolt out, and should be on our way. Guys, so I took these two bolts out. Both of them were 18s on this side and 21s on this side. This top one might interfere with your spring a little bit. I just pushed down on the spring and I was able to pull it out. When you take these bolts out, this thing the old Panhard bar should fall right out. If it doesn't, just get a screwdriver in there and pry up like that, and it should come right out. Mine actually fell right to the ground. I hope I didn't damage it, but we should be all right. So now we're going to go to the driver's side, and we're going to take the 3 bolts on the upper Panhard bar out. Make sure not to lose those. Make sure not to lose any of these bolts, actually. It's always good to have them. But these 3 bolts right here. Oh. 1, 2, 3. We're going to take them out. We're going to put the new upper Panhard bar in. We're going to put the bracket on. We're going to get this all connected. It's going to be awesome, okay? It's going to be so cool. You are not going to believe it. So let's do it. Take these out and put the new one in. 15mm bolts. There's 3 of them. So we got these 3 bolts out. The thing came right out, right onto my finger, so that feels nice. But now we're just going to put the new one on there, bolt it into the same 3 holes, and run it over to the other side. So let's get started. Guys, a little side note here. You might find that it's actually easier to start on this side. And you're also going to find that the Speed Engineering Panhard relocation kit comes with 2 different length bolts. You're going to want to use the shorter one for the upper Panhard bar here. And it's going to go into this hole. So just keep note of that. The 2 smaller bolts go on the top. The 18mm nuts are over here. And the 21mm bolt is over here. The bottom I actually put in backwards because their axle is getting in the way. So the bottom one's actually a 22 and a 22. And you can see there, it looks like it's okay, you know. It seems to be working. So obviously after doing this, you're going to have to check your Panhard bar alignment if you have an adjustable Panhard bar like I do. So I'll probably measure that once the car's back on the ground, see how far off we are. I don't think we'd be off that far, but you know, I'll check it just to be sure. But yeah, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad of an install. You can see the bottom there; it's like flexing inward a little bit, but I think it's kind of how it has to, because the new bracket is actually wider than the stock Panhard bar bracket. So I think it's just kind of is what it is. It feels all pretty sturdy, so You know, I mean, feels pretty solid. So maybe I installed something wrong. You know, feel free to let me know in the comments. I'd like to fix it if I did screw something up. But I think it's pretty good. I don't really see how else this would work. So, but if you guys have any other ideas, let me know. But overall, it seems to be pretty good for $100. It does seem to be having a lot more clearance now, in that between the upper panhard bar and the exhaust. So that's awesome. It's exactly what I was looking for. Before, you could like barely fit a finger in there. Now, let's see if I can hold the light and the camera here. Yeah, you got all kinds of room in there now. Well, you know, not all kinds of room, but it's more. So, cool. Good stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. That was the install of the Speed Engineering Panhard Bar Relocation Kit. Thanks for watching, guys.
Remember to subscribe so you don't miss any of my future uploads.